As a specialist and technology leader, you can rely on us as your dependable and competent partner for consulting, planning, and construction in challenging subsoil environments. Using state-of-the-art technologies, we will realize your project safely and economically. Our team of experts will devise tailor-made design solutions for the needs of each individual project, catering to a wide variety of subsoil conditions and site scenarios. The repair, reinforcement and static improvement of concrete, masonry and natural stone structures are among our core competencies. We restore the stability of bridges, dams and hydraulic structures and have a keen sense for the rehabilitation of historic buildings and structures. Our teams of experts know what is important when it comes to building and existing structures, structural stabilization work on engineering and hydraulic structures, historical buildings, as well as cross-trade services for special civil engineering. With our technical expertise in the entire range of rehabilitation services, as well as being a certified specialist company for the preservation of historic monuments, we offer the most suitable procedure in each case. Thanks to flexible planning, we can quickly adapt to the individual conditions on the construction site. In this way, we can ensure that the project is handed over on time. In addition to masonry restoration, we also carry out all subsoil and foundation stabilization services ourselves. For example, shotcreting, retrofitting foundations, anchoring, and jet grouting work. We carry out complex renovation work nationwide, and we are able to work in confined spaces. As early as in the planning stage of masonry restoration work, we check the stability, match the mortar to the existing stone, and grout any cavities. The first step in masonry restoration is to clear out the joints. This involves the old joint material being removed by hand. The amount of work required depends on the strength of the old joint mortar. In some cases, the joints must be removed at great depths. To preserve as much of the original substance as possible, care must be taken to protect the edges of the joints and the stone edges. The second step is to clean the joints. To do this, the open joints and stones are thoroughly cleaned with a high-pressure water jet. The joint mortar is then applied in a color that matches the existing masonry. In this spraying method, the dry mortar is pressed through the spray nozzle at high pressure and mixed with water as it emerges. The mixture is sprayed into the joints at a high speed to fill them completely with the new material. The excess mortar is then removed. To minimize the amount of dust, the wall is moistened before the dry blasting work begins. In the final step, which is the sandblasting, the newly grouted facade areas are cleaned. Excess mortar is then removed, creating a uniform and homogeneous surface. The blasting material is collected from the cleaned surface and disposed of daily. The design and production of masonry restoration work is carried out in accordance with German and European standards, codes of practice and approvals. We carry out the rehabilitation and protection of historic building structures in accordance with recognized technical standards. This is done by using traditional building materials in accordance with the specifications of the Scientific Technical Working Group for Building Conservation and Monument Preservation. Together with our internal quality assurance procedures, you can be sure of a tested and reliable construction process. Our own specialist personnel have proof of further qualifications, certifications for the protection, repair, joining and reinforcement in masonry restoration work. This includes further training in concrete repair and a jet nozzle operator's license for shotcreting work. As a competent partner for renovation work, supplemented by our teams of experts in special civil engineering, we ensure a successful completion of your project. Our experienced personnel will be happy to carry out masonry restoration work on your construction site.